Have you ever walked into a room and felt every single eye land on you, even though you didn't say a word? It's not always about your physical appearance. Sometimes it's your energy, pure, magnetic, and unexplainably powerful. This kind of energy doesn't just make people notice you, it draws them in, makes them curious, and even leaves them feeling a little off balance. You carry a frequency, a vibration that shines like fire in a dark room. And most people can't help but look your way. If you've ever wondered why strangers stare at you, why people get nervous around you, or why you're often misunderstood, this video will reveal the 9 hidden signs that your energy makes you hot, not just attractive, but chosen. Before we dive deep, take a second to subscribe if you're on a journey of awakening, truth, and self-mastery. This channel is dedicated to souls who feel different, powerful, and destined for something greater. If this message has found you at the right moment, if you've been needing this confirmation and guidance, then this is no accident. Type 1111 in the comments to align yourself with divine blessings and the flow of cosmic timing. That simple act is a sign to the universe that you are ready to embrace your power. Let's begin. 1. People keep staring at you for no reason. You're not imagining it. Those glances, those long stares, those people who pause mid-conversation just to take another look at you, it's all real. When your energy is vibrant and spiritually radiant, you don't need to do anything special for people to notice you. Your mere presence shifts the atmosphere. You walk into a room, and there's an unspoken magnetism that draws attention. People may not know why they're looking at you. They just feel something unusual, something captivating. Your aura communicates long before your words do. It's like a silent introduction that speaks volumes. There's something different about this person. And it's not about the clothes you wear or the expression on your face. It's about the energy field surrounding you, glowing with the frequencies of awareness, light, and truth. You walk into a grocery store, and even babies, who haven't been conditioned by society, instinctively turn their heads to stare at you. That's not coincidence. That's resonance. When your frequency is high, your presence becomes undeniable, and even those who don't understand the language of energy can feel that something about you is rare, powerful, and unforgettable. 2. You attract compliments without trying. You might be wearing your most casual outfit, hair unstyled, no makeup, no effort, yet the compliments roll in. People admire your smile, your eyes, your voice, your presence. It catches you off guard because you weren't trying to stand out. And yet, you do, effortlessly. That's because your beauty isn't manufactured, it's emitted. It comes from a deep place of spiritual alignment, of having made peace with who you are and radiating that authenticity outward. Your energy field is elevated, and people can sense that you're in tune with something sacred, even if they can't name it. You vibrate at a frequency that carries inner fire, emotional depth, and divine clarity. This kind of energy can't be faked or replicated. It comes from doing the inner work, healing old wounds, embracing your truth. When others compliment you, they're responding to more than just physical appearance. They're responding to the soul energy that surrounds you. They feel seen in your presence, even as they're trying to understand what it is about you that stands out. That's the power of vibrational beauty. It draws admiration without needing attention. 3. Strangers feel compelled to tell you deep things. You're sitting on a bench, or waiting in line, or simply walking through life, and suddenly someone starts telling you their life story. Not small talk, deep, intimate confessions, things they haven't told their closest friends. Why does this keep happening? Because you have a rare energy, an aura that radiates safety, empathy, and deep understanding. Your presence doesn't just comfort people, it unlocks them. You create a sacred space wherever you go, one that allows others to shed their masks and be raw, real, and vulnerable. Your energy whispers, "It's okay to be real here." That kind of presence is magnetic. It's healing. You carry a divine frequency that speaks to the soul, not just the surface. People don't even know why they feel the need to open up to you, but they do. You're the type of person who can walk into a room and make someone feel like they've known you for years. You don't judge. You don't interrupt. You simply see them, and that's a rare and powerful gift. That's what a chosen one does, not just exist but transform. Your hotness isn't merely physical, it's energetic. You radiate healing. You radiate presence. You radiate home. 4. You're mysterious without trying. You never intend to be enigmatic. You don't sit there plotting how to be mysterious. And yet, people label you that way. It's because your energy doesn't spill all at once. It reveals itself in layers. You're like a sacred manuscript that can't be skimmed through. People sense there's more to you than meets the eye, and that curiosity draws them in. You don't overshare. You choose your words with care. You carry silence with dignity, and in that silence lies tremendous power. You don't perform. You don't explain yourself to everyone. You simply exist in your truth, and that creates a magnetic pull. People want to be near you because they're intrigued, not just by your words, but by the spaces between them. The way you observe before you speak, the way you feel more than you reveal. That's energetic depth. You're not trying to keep secrets, but your soul holds vast oceans that aren't immediately visible on the surface. And people, whether they realize it or not, are drawn to that depth. They want to understand you, to uncover your layers, to keep turning the pages of your being. You're not a quick read, you're a lifelong study. And that's hot in a way the world can't always explain. 5. People assume you're confident, even when you're nervous. You might be internally doubting yourself, second-guessing every move, but from the outside people see you as calm, composed, and powerful. They see someone who stands tall, who carries a certain weight in their silence, someone whose presence commands respect even without a word. That's because your energy radiates resilience. You've endured storms that would have broken others. You've walked through fire, transformed, and emerged glowing, not with arrogance, but with a quiet strength that cannot be faked. That history is embedded in your frequency. It's in your posture, in your stillness, in the way your eyes hold truth. Even when your heart is racing, your presence says, "I've been through worse, and I'm still here." People misinterpret your stillness as confidence because they don't see the battle you've fought to attain it. But that's part of your magic. You carry your scars as sacred symbols. You radiate self-trust even in moments of doubt. And that kind of silent strength, that inner gravity, is undeniably attractive. It's the kind of hot that isn't loud but lingers. 6. You make people self-conscious. You never try to make anyone feel small. You don't even think about how others perceive you. But still, when you walk into a room, some people suddenly sit up straighter. They fix their posture. They check their clothes, touch their hair, glance at themselves in reflective surfaces. Some become nervous. Some avoid eye contact. That's not your fault. It's your frequency. When your energy is pure, intense, and aligned, it acts as a mirror. It reflects back to others what they're not ready to face within themselves. Your presence highlights their insecurities, not because you're showing off, but because you remind them of who they could be, of who they want to be, and that can be uncomfortable for those still hiding from their truth. You make people feel seen in a way that's both beautiful and confronting. Your light exposes shadows. Your alignment challenges inauthenticity. And while that can inspire people to grow, it can also cause them to react with discomfort or even resentment. But know this, your presence is not the problem. Your energy simply speaks a truth that some aren't ready to hear. That's power, that's depth, that's spiritual heat. 7. You attract both admiration and jealousy. There's a duality to the way people respond to you. Some adore you. They admire your energy, your words, your strength. They feel lifted by your presence and inspired by your existence. Others, they smile to your face but speak behind your back. They try to downplay your light, dismiss your depth, or mock your magic. Why? Because when your energy is strong, when your soul shines through your eyes and your essence carries weight, it triggers people. You activate dormant truth in others. You awaken their buried potential, and that can be either inspiring or terrifying. The ones who are ready to rise will gravitate toward you with love, but the ones still enslaved by fear will react with jealousy, resentment, or competition. Your glow acts as a spotlight, and not everyone is ready to stand in it. You become a reflection of what they desire but haven't yet achieved. That's why being energetically radiant is both a blessing and a responsibility. You are not for everyone, and that's okay. You are everything for the ones who are ready to match your frequency. Never dim your light for the comfort of others. Shine fully, because your presence is a reminder of what's possible, and for the ones who are ready, that is everything. 8. You're the center of attention without trying. You might not say much in a room full of people, and yet eyes keep gravitating toward you. You're not seeking validation. You're not wearing anything loud or flashy, and you're certainly not putting on a performance, yet somehow your energy becomes the silent drumbeat that everyone's spirit begins to move to. Even when you stand at the edge of the room, your presence is felt in the center. You could be quietly sipping tea, lost in your own thoughts, and still people are subtly watching you, feeling pulled in by an invisible magnet. This isn't charisma in the traditional sense. It's not about being outgoing or charming in a rehearsed way. It's much deeper. It's an energetic signature, raw, sacred, and unfiltered, that marks you as someone special. Your soul has a certain voltage. People might find themselves leaning in when you speak, not because your voice is loud, but because your words feel deliberate, powerful, and saturated with something real. And when you're silent, it's even more intense. Your silence speaks volumes, commanding respect and stirring curiosity in ways louder personalities never could. You are a walking contradiction to the societal formula of attraction. You don't demand attention, yet you receive it. You don't seek validation, yet others validate your worth. You simply are, and that being is profound enough to draw others like moths to a flame. This is a form of divine communication. The universe uses your very essence to influence the energy of every room you enter. And even if you try to shrink or downplay your presence, your frequency can't be dimmed. That kind of inner heat, that spiritual hotness, doesn't need performance. It is, and others feel it, often before they even consciously realize it. 9. You feel like you don't belong, because you were sent to stand out. This final sign isn't about what others do. It's about what you've always felt deep inside. There's a strange ache you've carried since childhood, a sense that no matter where you are, you don't quite fit in. You can play the role. You can dress like them, talk like them, walk among them, but you've always sensed you came from a different place. Maybe you've even wondered if something was wrong with you. But that feeling, that inner misalignment, that's not dysfunction. That's divine design. You weren't created to conform. You were born to interrupt. Your spirit is a match strike in a world that has grown too used to darkness. Your soul didn't come here to be a background character. It came to shift narratives, to challenge frequencies, to awaken slumbering hearts. And that level of mission doesn't come with comfort. It comes with solitude, with feeling like an outsider, with sensing that you're walking a path no one else sees, but somehow you still trust it's leading somewhere sacred. You were marked before birth. Whether you call it destiny, purpose, or spiritual assignment, something ancient lives in your bones. Your ancestors whisper through your instincts. You don't just walk into rooms, you change their chemistry. You don't just have emotions, you channel deeper truths that make others reconsider their own. You're not here to blend in with the crowd. You are the storm that clears old energy, the fire that lights new paths, the mirror that reflects hidden truths. That's why people stare, even when you're not trying to be seen. That's why you've always felt watched, by the universe, by life itself. Because when you're chosen, your presence is never casual. The divine never takes its eyes off a soul it has assigned a mission to. Your energy is not just hot, it's holy. And while you may never fully belong to this world, know this, you were never meant to. You belong to something far greater, and that's what makes you unforgettable. If you saw yourself in these signs, know this, your power is real, your energy is magnetic, your path is sacred. This world needs your light more than ever before. Never shrink yourself to make others comfortable. You weren't born to be background noise. You are the main frequency. This is the Alchemy of Awareness channel. If this message came to you at the exact moment you needed it, don't ignore the sign. Type 1111 in the comments right now to claim divine alignment and blessings over your life. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button because your journey doesn't end here. This is just the beginning. Thank you for watching.